So John Lee continuing to stick around in the hot seat, this time for round 4. And the opponent is Luis. Oh, wait. Is it? Oh, yeah. Oh, crap. I don't know what color. I think it's Jeskai Kitten. Let's get started here. Here's Ponder. Urion revealed as a companion. Roger says, keep up what you're doing, though. It's a lot of fun. Would hope you can find someone else to do the tech work. Be a producer. Exactly. Because your personality is a huge draw. Thank you.
You're good.
Appreciate that.
19, right?
Yep.
You're at 19.
Not fair, Ponder.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess at the end of the day, to summarize, you know, for other commentators, for all the other things that were mentioned, we just went through a whole bunch of suggestions from Twitch chat about how to improve 90s MTG. What it comes down to is I either need to be just doing the tech or just doing the hosting and commentary and someone else doing the tech, or it's just a lot. It burns me out. If I have someone else I'm trying to maintain a conversation with. So that's that. In time, everybody. I'm patient and trying to grow this channel with all of your help. Rugger says, "How can you tell Urion is a companion? There's no token." Yeah, Luis, for whatever reason, decided not to use a companion indicator token, and you know we're going to keep an eye on that. It's really unfortunate. Dave Kaplan says, you are great just the way you are. Thank you, Dave. Turn Zero Gains with a great suggestion. If I filmed and gave you matches from our weekly, would that help? Or that would be too much to edit, comment on? I think, like, it definitely would be great to have more matches for everyone to watch. I'm just maxed out for time right now that I can spend, you know, blocking an entire afternoon, entire evening for, you know, however many rounds of matches. But down the road, definitely. I would definitely be down for that. Once I feel like I can add another day to my schedule or whatever. Here's Narset. Higby says it'd be cool for these YouTube exclusive videos with other players, but I definitely enjoy your commentary here. Would be a shame not to have that. Thank you. I think it would be fun. I mean, I personally think it would be fun to have some other people host without me here. I mean, I think that would be kind of cool, but I don't know. Maybe it would not be cool. I have no idea. I would love to try it. I do get a lot of criticism. This is a frequent thing, by the way. I do get a lot of criticism that I'm not only strictly talking about what's happening in the match. Like, I have yet to announce, there's Narset, there's Teferi, there's a Force of Will. A lot of people don't like that. And sometimes I don't like it either. I think it would be great to have a match commentated on that is not a live stream with some in-depth analysis from somebody that everybody wants to hear from. I think that'll be really cool. But, at the same time, maybe everyone would watch that and think, oh, this sucks. I have no idea because we never did it.
This is interesting.
Rugger says, I like it better because you don't do just that. Yeah. I mean, it's like every other week I see some criticism about this guy's not even paying attention to the game. I can't follow what's happening because nobody's walking me through every game action. And it's all fair criticism, really. I mean, I understand not everybody understands the ins and outs of Legacy and can follow without me describing in detail everything that's happening. I get it. Great question from chat from Kyle. The Planeswalker on the left is Teferi Time Raveler, and the one on the right is Narset.
In response.
Sirius says, I think a good color commentator, and we need a technical commentator to complement both aspect, I think, but you're really great at it. Thank you.
Do I stream it?
Hang on a second.
Boom.
Luinil can't figure out what's for breakfast tomorrow.
Yeah. All the zeros blow
Yeah,
up.
so it's already
No more Lotus Petal. Searching.
All right, so expressive iteration goes back on top after the prismatic ending goes away. And here's the expressive. Frodo says, you're doing great. Don't worry about haters. This is internet. Believe me, I'm not worried about the haters. Not worried about the haters. I have pretty thick skin when it comes to that. I've been making content on the internet for a really long time. It just doesn't faze me that much. But I do see some criticisms, and I think that those opinions matter. I understand I'm not going to please everybody and make everybody like everything, but you know. Is that northeastern Pennsylvania pizza is better than NYC pizza? Luinil's calling for a ban. Luinil says, what aspect of the stream do you enjoy most? Producing, commentating, etc. I like the hosting part the best. I mean, without telling my whole life story, I just, a lot of inspiration from this channel came from the way I'm doing it right now, I would say. We did it in different ways in the past, but the just chatting section on Twitch gave me a lot of ideas for how to do Magic tabletop coverage videos and live streams in a kind of different way with kind of a different vibe, and I don't know. Seems to be working, I guess. I mean, I'm not going to act like I figured out everything, but if I can have someone else worry about the audio and record the matches and edit them down, and someone else could do that for sure. I don't need to be doing that. I do enough filming and editing stuff. It's just not that interesting to me. Slim Green Bean says, if your opponent plays a card you're unfamiliar with another language, are they required to explain it to you? You can call a judge for things like that.
Yeah.
If it's a casual tournament, usually people will let you like look it up on your phone or something. Usually.
How many cards again?
I have 5. You have 5 also?
I have 6.
Yeah.
Did we get the Sam versus Sam match?
Turn 0 gains 1 Eddie the intern to enter another internship. Or Mario with a good question. What if they don't know the card's name in English? I guess a judge will be able to figure all this out. So Narset and Teferi on on Luis's side, and now a Savine's Reclamation in hand, which is pretty good. With it looks like at the moment just lands and engineered explosives in the graveyard. Urion is still in the companion zone, I believe. King of Poner says, I'm a member on YouTube. Thank you for being a member. Favorite deck in Legacy is LED Dredge and Ruby Storm. Overall, happy to be here during a live event. We have not seen Ruby Storm or Dredge in a long time on this channel that I can remember. But we have had those decks appear in our webcam league being played on our Discord. And if you're in our Discord, there's more Magic to watch while we're not live here on Twitch.
Ooh, white red. What am I going to pitch to him? Because I don't put my cards.
Sorry?
So Prismatic on Narset gets Force of Negation pitching Brainstorm.
Cards? I played I did not play. I played
It's Teferi Time Raveler now for John, and it'll resolve. John draws a card. You're right. There should not have been a drawn card due to Narset. Good catch, Frodo. Bit of an error there. Prismatic ending now on Narset. What I've come to realize from hosting this channel is that, unfortunately, I mean, this is not really, I don't know, but cards like Narset, cards like Teferi, they so often result in game rule violations. It's just kind of, I don't know. It's just unfortunate. It's so easy to forget these things. Demastaflex says, how does Cat work again? So Cat in combination with Teferi and an artifact like Engineered Explosives allows you to cast the Engineered Explosives, blink Teferi, bounce the Engineered Explosives back to hand, you drew a card, and do it again. So you can basically just draw your deck. And they can't respond because of Teferi.
You did not play land?
I did.
At least that's how it's done in this deck. The payoff is you drew as many cards as you needed and can get mentors and all that kind of stuff. And some decks run Thassa's Oracle. So when you drew your whole deck, you just win.
Yes.
And we were talking about earlier the Kitten decks, the Days Undoing decks, the Mentor decks,
Yeah, so I went 20, 22,
Maestro's Control, you know, all the blue, red based decks in Legacy right now, blue, white based decks in Legacy right now. The correct shell has not yet been figured out, in my opinion. And it's gonna be interesting and fun over the next couple of months to see what ends up being, in most players' minds, the most optimal build. So that's the stage we're in right now. Everyone's trying to figure it out, and I think that's fun.
You got it.
There's the kitten. There's the kitten. Wandering Emperor coming down on end step for John. This is game one, yes. Wait, it is game one, right? Streaming for so long, I can't remember. Yeah, it is game one, yeah. Sometimes I forget to update the score.
It's shuffling command. How do you feel about it?
I think he's going back to even with the 80.
There's a Samurai token on the board. Narset now.
What sleeves do you use?
Dragon Shield, the Dragon Shield map.
The Samurai will be able to protect the Wandering Emperor from this kitten.
Yeah, that's right.
It seems.
I've been using Ultra.
The Yorion is still in the companion zone in case anybody's getting confused. Swordsing the kitten now is John.
18.
Haru, thanks for the sub with Prime. Thank you, thank you. If you have Amazon Prime, you have one free Twitch sub per month. And right here, right now. Great place to send your Prime sub. Thank you, Haru. I believe that is the Japanese art for Wandering Emperor, but I'm not sure. Here's Savine's Reclamation. But not using a white mana. Let's see what's going on here.
Coming on Saturday?
Okay. I'm not really sure what's happening. Anyway. Haru's a YouTube lurker catching you on for once. Good to have you here. People in Twitch chat are calling the police. And King of Pwners, thanks for the sub with Prime. We really jumped up in subs today. Mostly probably because it's my birthday. A bunch of people gifted some subs. Thank everybody that gifted subs earlier. But we are getting really close to our all-time record of 210 total Twitch subs, which would be mind-blowing in every way possible. All right, here's Displacer Kitten and followed up with Swords on a Samurai. Okay. Blinking Narset, who then minuses again. I've been alerted that a hype train is close. Sub, gift, or use bits to start a hype train, chat. And we still have, after weeks and weeks, Kirkinator is the latest cheer. Kirkinator 7-8 in the top left of your screen is the latest cheer for weeks. Unbelievable. Kirkinator with the best investment ever. Yes, yesterday was my birthday. And today is the official birthday-themed live stream, which is exciting. Nobody even knows what it is. There's a currency on Twitch called bits that you can cheer to tip streamers, and that's what that is. Yeah, I don't really have any birthday hats. I'm not really into that.
Take up on here.
Sure.
Go ahead.
Go. No cards here.
That's true, turn 0.
No pass.
Looks like John has jumped way ahead in this game. 4 planeswalkers on the battlefield. You have the Wandering Emperor, you have Jace, you have Teferi, you have Narset, you have a Monastery Mentor, a Monk, and a Samurai. Where is the Wrath of God that hits planeswalkers? The Elder Spell. The Elder Spell. Thank you, Luanel, for 50 bits. Luanel will now have the latest cheer for the next 7 weeks. Congratulations, Luanel.
They're so clear.
Thanks, Jason.
This doesn't override this, right? Like it's still sorcerers and everything.
Yeah, everything's successful.
King of Honer says, I look away from the board and there is now a board state. That happens to me like 8 times per stream. SJ Cantor, thank you for 51 bits. 51 bits. It does show latest cheers, so SJ Cantor will now have the latest bits for the next 2 months. Louise thinking here. Trying to climb back into this game.
Oh, you knock it, yeah. Let's go.
Bro, what are you doing? What are you doing? Take us, please.
All right, there is Narset. Something. I believe 2 kittens have been destroyed this game. Might be mistaken.
Do you have to go just a little bit? Yeah.
Plus, explosives for 0.
One kitten was bounced. Okay. Here's engineered explosives.
Sorry, I'm doing now. I have to do like combat math and stuff. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah.
So here.
That's what it's all. Response to that trigger on Tune.
Math happening.
Sure. Okay. Pick up just 3, I think. Yeah, pick up the 3. I'll put a counter on this samurai, or this monk, I mean. So these will go at Narset, this will go here.
Oh, correct.
Sure.
So Narset takes.
Okay, so engineered explosives blows up all the tokens, and Narset get hit by the Monastery Mentor.
There's nothing.
Looked like there was a Solitude in Luis's hand, if I'm not mistaken.
If we go to 5, I'll fate seal myself.
It was a 2.
Is that, yeah, so it's supposed to 5. Oh no, it was 4.
Okay, correcting the die on Jace, it looked like. Luis in the chat says, shout out to all my foil full art kittens. Spared no expense. Tapping 5.
Solitude? Yeah.
Oh, there is a Solitude. Okay, Solitude hits Monastery Mentor, resolves. Making a land drop.
I'm at 19. Yeah, you're at 15.
Minusing Narset now. Looks like an Espresso was found. That seems good. Already was a land drop, so I'm not sure if we'll see it fired off here. Minusing Teferi to bounce Solitude. Passing the turn.
Fate Seal you?
Fate Seal reveals Source to Plowshares on top. From Jace. Goes on the bottom. Wandering Emperor makes a Samurai. Teferi plus.
Not at 6, right? What was it?
Isn't it 5 a second ago?
Shit. I was looking.
Yeah, we have not had Minsk and Boo make an appearance yet on 90s MTG.
That'd be a real juicy.
Not yet.
What's that? That'd be a real juicy Elder spell. Huh?
Oh yeah.
And for crying out loud, people, if you buy Minsk and Boos and you put them in your lands deck or your depths deck, get some damn hamster tokens. Come on, people. Do not, under any circumstance, use a D6 to represent a Boo.
I've done it before too. You know, stupid Moto caps the tokens at like 200, 250.
Oh.
Construct.
It's like I'm creating an army here. Don't you
Yeah.
see?
Conductor.
Luis says, there's a pet store nearby. Can we use actual hamsters? The answer is no. No, you cannot use real hamsters. Come on. It's animal cruelty. Pawn or shuffle? It's crazy game 1. It's amazing that Luis is climbing back into this game and appears pretty even at the moment. Displacer Kitten now on the battlefield. Kip! Resub for 18 months. New badge for Kip. Kip, one of our best people. What's up, Kip? Good to have you here. Always happy to see Kip in the chat.
I'll skip that.
18-month badge for Kip. Congratulations, Kip. You did it. You did it.
Sideboard for this matchup. More than 4 trophies.
Thank you, Kip. I know when in months past, years past, we were streaming in the evenings, Eastern time, my time. And when we moved to afternoon, some people were no longer able to tune in, and I'm sorry. But glad some of those people still have stuck with us after the schedule change was made permanent. And the people on YouTube who don't watch live, what did you care anyway? You're watching anytime you want. Here's Solitude hitting Samurai. I didn't get to see what that one was, but it's going on the bottom. Jace now up to 10. It can now be attacked. Okay, so attacking One Ring Emperor, actually.
I feel like that's been working.
Ticking up to Fairy. Luis climbed all the way back in this game and is now not ahead completely, but John is definitely not advantaged at this moment in time. Even with Jace being high loyalty. There's a Brainstorm. Fires it off. What a grind this game has been. 2 back on top.
Well, thank you for the game, so I appreciate it. Of course. Thank you. Grab some sleeves. Let's get that room.
Thinking about what to do with Jace here, who was on 10. And John scoops it up. Wow. That is not how I expected that game to end. A Flusterstorm on a turn 1 Brainstorm. I like that play. I think. Rugger predicting a draw for this match. We'll see. Here's the Plains and Unlicensed Hearse. Okay. Unlicensed Hearse making an appearance. It's another thing. We were talking about this earlier. The Jeskai decks in current Legacy. What's the correct build? And I had someone in the comments, I think, recently see Unlicensed Hearse appear in one of these Jeskai decks and question if that was optimal. We don't know at this point. We don't know. And I'm seeing, and I mentioned earlier, we're seeing more and more Unlicensed Hearses appear in sideboards throughout the format in all different kinds of archetypes. There's still a lot of testing and experimenting to be done, whether the cards are available on Magic Online or not. There's a lot more space for trying new things in the current Legacy format here in mid-July 2022. There's a lot of new stuff to try. Hearse, Shredder, and Triomes are all awesome, says Richard and Pizza. Yeah, Ledger Shredder is another one. I don't know if Ledger Shredder has found a shell that is like, let's just use the word competitive in current Legacy. We've seen it in some like Delverless shells. We've seen it in decks more similar to the ones we're watching right now. I don't know if anyone's really found a home for it yet. But people are trying it. Ledger Shredder is definitely a powerful card. The worry for me for a while was that Ledger Shredder was going to be weak against Narset, weak against Hull Breacher. But maybe Ledger Shredder will be good enough. Despite those cards. So here's Teferi Time Raveler.
Happens.
Savine Reclamation? Oh,
Savine's Reclamation.
It's a different thing. Just play this. I'll fate seal. You. You can
I showed you the second dog.
show me the. You can show me the first one and shuffle the rest. Block
So shuffle. Your red and either one.
Okay.
And so you said bottom for this, right?
Yeah, block for that. Go ahead.
Okay, a little bit of confusion there about the top card of the library because Luis accidentally revealed the second top card, but they resolved it.
First night, you can only do it over opponent's artifact. Swing for 3. 4. Oh, you tap that. Yeah, go for it. Oh.
Here's Snapcaster Ponder.
No, no, okay. Nope, no.
Gonna go for the Red Blast on Jace, but probably gonna crew, hearse, and attack. Maybe. Yep, that was the plan. Jace down. And hearse a 6/6 already. Expressive iteration. I guess we're going to find out if this unlicensed hearse is going to put in some really powerful attacks. And in combination with Teferi, I mean, can't swords it once it's crewed. Prismatic Ending might be the only way. At least that I can think of. All right, Red Blast on Teferi as a start. Obviously, also, if you remove Snapcaster, that could shut off. Oh, there's Prismatic Ending. Okay, so Unlicensed Hearse gets exiled. So that's been beaten for now. Attacking with Snapcaster. I think we now have accurate life totals. Here's Ponder. Savine's Reclamation now. I think Teferi's coming back. There's Teferi. Bounce Snapcaster. Very good.
Yep.
And here's Teferi Time Raveler.
Not put.
Passing the turn. Haru says I might be able to get my first volcanic island in front of her friends selling their old cards. Nice. Awesome. Are you working on building a legacy deck, I guess is the question, if you're getting your first volcanic island, or do you already have one? Snapcaster on Red Blast. Okay. Looks like Urion just went to hand, in case anybody missed that. Urion was in the companion zone and has now been bought to hand. KD says, I wish Goblins did well. I'm close to having it built and love playing it. I love playing that deck as well. And I'm always rooting for Goblins to succeed. Wendy says, have finally made it to a Twitch stream. Longtime viewer on YouTube. 90s MTG has helped me get the motivation to get a legacy deck together of my own, so I appreciate the effort here. Good to have you here, Wendy. Welcome. Teferi brought back by Savine's Reclamation now for John. So both players have a Savine's Reclamation in the graveyard at this point. Snapcaster getting Swords to Plowshare to protect Teferi. Let's see if Urion's coming down. It'll have Karakas for protection. I don't know what else is in hand. Okay, Expressive Iteration.
Yeah.
Wendy says Jeskai Kitten is looking hot. I agree. Get your kittens, everybody. That's my advice.
I think I would have considered it a long time ago, but I'm just playing for the camera.
Go to Target. I can't even finish. Go to Target and just keep buying Commander Legends Baldur's Gate packs until you have 4 kittens. Is that good advice? I'm totally kidding. Don't do that. Power Blast on Teferi. Teferi down once again. Ponder now for John. Another grindy game for Jeskai.
Yep.
Luis in the chat saying the best version of Kitten is probably 60 cards, but I play 80 because I like testing random stuff. That makes sense.
Sushi. It's number 4 in the class, I guess.
Sure.
Good.
I think there are some Esper, Urion, Kitten decks that have done pretty well. And John scoops it up. John scoops it up.